Chapter 15. The Lady Dangerous Than Poison. At the night, Prince Adityan and his friend Parthibendran came to the terrace of the palace in Mamallapuram. It was belonged to Pallavas in the past, now maintained by the Cholas. Adityan looked all around and enjoyed the calmness of night. He could see a little light here and there. He is thinking of something else. So Parthibendran waited to hear some words from Adityan. After a few minutes, taking a breath, Adityan started to talk something. In this world, everyone doing so many things, so many dynasties, popular in some period, and after that they are destroyed and ruined in the history. Nobody even remember the name of the kings or emperors. In our dynasty also, a few emperors like Karigal Valavan, Killi Valavan were most popular and remembered still now. But what we have done, we killed so many enemies, human beings, fight wars and live happily. But people will not remember our name after some years. Like that, he expressed his views. Parthibendran surprised to hear those words and told, "Dear Prince, what are you telling now? You lead so many wars, killed others only for our country. You succeeded all the wars. I think something is haunting you. Something is in your mind. That is why you are talking like this." Like Parthibendran tried to console Adityan. Adityan smiled and started to talk again. "Dear friend, you didn't know what is in my mind, do you?" "Yes, I don't know. That's why I wait to hear from you. I can't do anything, but telling about the pain, you can relax a little. Only for that, please tell what is in your mind." Parthibendran asked. Adityan felt very much and started to tell. "Dear friend, if you pierce and peep into my heart, you cannot see my parents in my heart. You cannot see my beloved brother and sister. You cannot see my close friends, you and Vandiyathevan, in my heart. Only one lady, a poisonous lady, Pazhavur Queen, Nandhini, will be inside my heart." Like that, he started to talk. "Yes, I understand. Already I doubt something about that." Whenever the conversation came on Nandhini and Pazhavatterias, your face reactions totally changed. "But I didn't think about you like this. How can you feel about a lady who had already married to some other person? It is not fair for your position." Like that, Parthibendran told. "Yes, I know very well that it is not fair. But I could not kept away from those thoughts." Like that, Adityan again told. "Why you think about Nandhini? Do you know Nandhini already before the marriage of her with the Pazhavatterias?" Parthibendran asked. "Yes, I know her very well before the marriage." And he started to tell the story. This is a big story. If you have time and patience to hear, I will tell. Like that, Adityan told. "Yes, I am waiting to hear," Parthibendran told. So, Adityan started to tell the story. Adithakarikalan met Nandhini in the age of 12. When they are children, their grandmother was very much fond of Adityan, Alunmozhi and Kundavai. She only brought them up in Payare. One day, she introduced another girl. She is Nandhini, from a family of priests. She came from Madurai, Pandyanadu, and she came here to visit their relative Shivapattar in our town. Like that, she introduced Nandhini. And the grandmother tell about her beauty also. When talking with Kundavai, Adityan understood the envy of Kundavai. That girl is very ugly, like that Kundavai told. Adityan understand about the feelings of the ladies. Always they are envy on other beautiful ladies. Because Kundavai is the most beautiful girl in the country. All the people will tell like that. And Kundavai also believed like that. So when she saw somebody is praising Nandhini, she could not bear it. Seeing this character, Adityan started to tease Kundavai again and again by talking about Nandhini. He started to play and talk with Nandhini again and again. That made Kundavai envy more. But by going like this, Adityan and Nandhini start to love each other. They very much fond of each other. But after some time, the elderly peoples, the old people in the family, like grandmother, start to scold Adityan. They want, you are son of the emperor and that girl is belong to the family of priest. So you do not mingle with them. Like that, they start to warn and keep away from that girl. But again and again, Adityan meet her and talk to her. The objections make them love more. But after a few years, Adityan have to go with his father to the war front even in the younger age. At that time, Veerapandiyan was fighting with Cholas. So, Sundara Chola and Adityan also have to go to the war front and fight in Madurai. Actually, Adityan forget Nandhini in the meantime. He concentrated on the war. After a few years, they defeated Veerapandiyan and came back. And again, Adityan meet Nandhini here. But in the meantime, she also grown up as a matured girl. Now, Nandhini and Kundavai were friends. They played together. But she shy too came forward to talk with Adityan. Adityan liked it very much. Every time he tried to meet Nandhini, Nandhini go behind Kundavai. After some time, Adityan have to go to the northern region with the army. He has to lead the war. He take the charge of the northern wing of army. At that time only, Adityan and Parthibendran become friends. Parthibendran came to work in the army and they become close friends. After a few years, again Adityan have to go to Madurai to destroy Veerapandiyan totally. Because if he lived, he will collect the army, Avathudivigal, the bodyguards of Pandya kings. He will fight again and again against Cholas. So now Adityan take charge of the army and start to destroy the Pandya army. They killed almost everyone. And in the meantime, Adityan once go in a lonely place near a temple. Nearby the temple, there are so many huts belong to priests. In that area, once he met Nandhini again. He, surprised, astonished to see her there in a different getup. She looked like a saint. He asked, "What is this? What are you doing here now?" Like that he asked. She told, "I am becoming a saint like Andal, worshipping Krishna, Thirumal." Like that she told. She is living with the family. Adityan could not leave her there. He loved her very much. But he decided to tell his parents and other elderly people after the war, and he decided to marry her. And before that, he wanted to finish the war totally. He and his team start to search Veerapandiyan. He chased him everywhere. And he know very well that Veerapandiyan got injured also. He is running away from the war front. Still, Adityan and his teams chasing him everywhere he gone. At last, Adityan saw some blood stains on the way, and he could understand that somebody went through that, injured. So he wanted to find out and cut the head of Veerapandiyan, follow the path, follow the blood stain. It led to a hut nearby in a garden. He surprised and go inside the hut. At that time, he saw Nandhini inside the hut. Veerapandiyan was lying on a cot, got injured, and Nandhini was giving him water. Seeing that scene, Adityan got more angry. With a short-tempered character, he could not bear that. Immediately he opened the door and entered into the hut. Seeing that, Nandhini came forward and fell in front of him to plead, "Please, leave him alone. Leave him to live." Immediately, Adityan asked, "What is the relation between you and him?" Like that he shouted. She told, "He is my lover. He agreed to marry me. So please, let us to live." Like that she asked. Adityan could not bear those words. Even he can bear if Veerapandiyan stole his country or other precious things. But now Veerapandiyan stole his life, most precious thing in his life. So he lost the temper and immediately he pulled Nandhini away from the way and go forward. And within a second he cut the neck of Veerapandiyan and took his head in his hand and turned and looked back. At that time, Nandhini was looking at Adityan, staring at Adityan's face without tears or anything. Aditya looked at her face reaction, the eyes, he could not bear that emotions. So many feelings were in those eyes. So Adityan could not talk anymore. Immediately went out of the hut. When he came out, the other peoples in the army came there and they saw Adityan and the head of Veerapandiyan in his hand. Everybody started to celebrate and praise Adityan. They chant slogans to praise Adithakarikalan as killed Veerapandiyan, destroyed Pandya kingdom. Everyone celebrated and bring Adityan from there. Adityan asked his close friends to not go to the hut. Telling all these things, Adityan asked Parthibendran, "You might remember that I told like that." "Yes, I can remember." Some voices, crying voice came from the hut, but we didn't enter. Now Parthibendran asked, "After that, when you met Nandhini again?" Again Adityan started to tell. "In that night itself, I could not sleep. I remember only the face reaction of Nandhini. I don't know what is the reaction. I didn't see the eyes like those eyes anywhere in my life. So, in that night, when you all are sleeping, I gone out lonely and go to the garden. But before I reached there, all the huts there were burned in the fire. I could see only the people crying there. And I saw the parents of Nandhini also. They are crying and asked me, where is our daughter? Like that they asked and cried a little. Seeing their reactions, I understood that she is not real daughter of themselves. So I cursed them in my mind and returned to our camp. You people didn't know when I gone out and came back. Parthipandan accepted. Yes, we don't know. How it is possible? What is the character of a lady? How can you think about her? He told. Adityan also told. Yes, but I think in some other way. How can it possible? She told that loving me in the beginning. Then she told that loving Veerapandiyan and then married to Pazhivattariyal. That was I couldn't understand, like that Adityan told. I can understand. That is the character of that lady, like that Parthipandan told. And asked, when you met Nandhini again after the marriage, again Adityan started to tell. After that incident, I came to the northern region and then only I was with you. We become close friends and working in the war front. We fight many wars. In the meantime, the emperor and the old peoples decided and crowned me as the next prince. A celebration was conducted for that, like a festival in Tanjavur. All the people in the palace were assembled there. All the public citizens were assembled there. After the function, crowning myself, I go to each elderly people to get wishes. Start from my father, mother, etc. At that time, I saw a face very familiar to me. That was Nandhini standing along with Pazhivattariyal. I couldn't understand what happened there. I think something is happening in favor of me. I could introduce herself to my parents and can marry her. With those thoughts, I just go near her. At that time, she came forward and touched my head and blessed as all the best, my son. Like that she told. I couldn't understand. After that, I couldn't remember whatever happened there. I didn't enjoy anything regarding the celebrations. When I got a chance, I pulled my sister to a lonely place and asked what happened and how Nandhini came there. Then only she told that she married to Pazhivattariyal. I couldn't understand what happened. After that, I didn't met her. But I'm totally confused. At that time, I got a message from Nandhini to meet me. First, I confused to go and meet her. But always I think that there is a secret about her birth. I am sure that some secret is behind her birth. To know that thing, I like to go there. Actually, that was not the reason. I console my heart as I am going there only for that. But in real, her attraction, she attracted me to go there. I went there and met her. She told that I am very much happy to see you as the prince. I told I am not happy. Why? She asked. I told, how can I felt happy by seeing you like this? Even today, I am ready to accept you. I am ready to marry you. If you are ready to quit this old man, I am ready to quit this country. We can go to some other country, sailing through seas, and we can live together. Like that, I told. She laughed at me and told, for what? To cut the trees and live with the wood or farming the bananas? When she talked like this, I told, oh, you are a daughter of a priest, but now become the queen of privateers. So you could not do such things. Immediately she laughed and told, yes, I am not going to satisfy with this position. I want to be the empress of this country. If you are ready to arrest and put your father in the jail and kill these privateers and become emperor and make me your wife, I am ready to come with you. Like that, she told. Hearing those words, I couldn't bear. What are you telling? How cruel you are. Like that, I asked. Immediately, she told, what is cruel? Is it cruel then? You killed Veerapandiyan in front of my eyes. Like that, she told. After that, what I told, I didn't remember. I got more angry and left the place. After that, I didn't met her anywhere, anytime. Like that, Adithan told. Hearing all this story, Parthibendran felt very much for Adityan. Adityan again told, you might remember my grandfather told in this evening. He told so many reasons why I didn't go to Tanjavur. But the real reason is Nandhini. I don't want to meet her again. That's why I didn't go to Tanjavur and I am trying to bring my parents to Kanchipuram. Hearing those words, Parthibendran surprised and shocked more. Dear prince, why are you fearing of a lady? Do you fear that she will add poison in your food? Like that he asked. Adityan smiled and told, dear friend, really you didn't understand me. I didn't fear that she will kill me. I fear that she will make me follow her words. If she told, arrest and put your father in the jail, send your sister to some other country, kill this old man and marry me, I fear that I may follow her words. Like that, Adityan felt very much and expressed his pain. Parthibendran couldn't understand anymore. But as to stop this conversation, Malayaman entered at that time. So the friends came out of that mood. Malayaman asked, Parthibendra, what are you doing here? Tomorrow morning you have to start to Sri Lanka. Parthibendran immediately told, yes, Grandpa, we are discussing about that only.